So yay, I came back after 2 hours to charge my video camera and my backup camera, which is my phone. It's gonna be real. And nobody messed with what I was working on. It's time to dig out the Quinzhee. It's time to dig it out. Make our shelter. So I have my digging tool. But as you can see, hopefully you're getting the concept of being able to dig out. So for let's say for example this, it's right there. I haven't dug towards it yet. Oh, no, I just did. So I know how far deep I need to go. Right? It's been about 2 hours. So the snow has centered or has settled. So it's kind of safe for me to go in and kind of dig my way out. But I'm being very cautious because who knows if it's going to collapse, right? So as I start to dig out, you can kind of see that, yeah, you're gonna run into, the sticks, and the sticks that I have are not quite uniform. Again, it was just sort of and this is an exercise, so you can really make sure that the sticks that you make are exactly 10 inches or 12 inches, and therefore you can put them in and you'll know exactly how how you can make your shelter. And I was away for 2 hours, so this let this shelter center a little bit, settle, and so I don't think this will collapse on me. I hope it doesn't, but I'm hollowing it out enough to where if it did, then yeah, I'd be able to dig my way out. But this is what we're getting, and this is kind of the inside, which is almost big enough for me to slide into in a survival situation, to just and huddle up and bring some leaves in and make myself warm. But I'm gonna keep going. But essentially, this is what it is. And yes, I'm using a digging tool. Hands will work too, but you know, I've got my little shovel here that is perfect for this little trench shovel. So I'm gonna keep digging. Well, apparently this is what we're getting as far as a snow shelter, a Quinzhee hut. And I'm just digging it out with my hand shovel and my hands. I'm going to see if I can back into it and see how deep it is. Otherwise I'm going to have to adjust it. Yeah, for me, I need to back up a little bit more. But could I curl up in it? Yeah, I could curl up in this thing. I could get up in this thing. So I have much more work to do with it. I'm using my tool to scrape out the insides. And right now, it's kind of feeling cozy. But I got a lot more work to do with it yet. So far, with trying to film this and thing, yeah, it's about 4 hours. I would have to say, if I didn't have to worry about filming it and stuff, this is probably about an hour and a half of work, maybe 2 hours to get this far. I'm just being honest, with this much of snow. So just know, you know, if you don't have no distractions, you can make a shelter like this in some snow, with deep enough snow, really relatively quickly. At least enough to kind of hunker down. So let me climb out of this thing and dig a little deeper and see if I can climb in. Yay. I don't quite fit, but I can use my feet to help dig out. I don't quite fit, again, if you didn't hear this, I'm using my feet to move snow out of the way, and then I'll just pull it out with my shovel. I'm kind of in here. I don't have a temperature gauge. It feels cool, meaning it feels great. And I can continue to dig and make the shelter better. But yeah, I don't feel the elements around me. Yeah. This is good. Ugh. Starts to get more warmer as I get in, actually. So I got a little bit more work to do, but right now, if this was on the quick, I'd be good with this. I really would. I'd be way good with this. So this is a Quinzhee, and we're using a sticks as gauges to make the walls symmetrical, you know, or at least the deepness, the width. So this is Quinzhee, and that's how you kind of get in. You can shape your opening however you want to. The sticks in are to help determine how thick the walls are going to be. And you just basically make a mound of snow and put sticks in that are basically equal length. You want about 10 to 12 inches around. This is what you get. In a place that has permafrost, like the Arctic and the Antarctic, you're not going to be able to make an igloo. The closest you can get is pretty much something like this. And it's a cool thing to do with the kids when you have good snow. Like we've just had some snowfall very recently. Climbing in, this is big enough for me. And I don't want to drop my camera, but climbing in, I can kind of give you an idea. You see the sticks that are inside tells me that I shouldn't dig any further, but I get to dig around, and it's quite roomy enough for me to come in here, and I could make the mountain bigger to fit someone else, or make a sleeping platform or whatever. But right now this is real primitive, and that's kind of what I like to do, something quick and dirty. This is the outside, this is the entrance. So just kind of quick and dirty, kind of Quinzhee winter shelter. Not quite an igloo because we don't have the snow for it. But there you go. I personally like the frosty up north. It's very quiet when we have actual weather. And we get some snow, we get some weather. You can hear the crisp air, you can taste the Christmas in the air. Crispness. Crispus. In the air. And you get to just do cool stuff outside. You got to be brave enough to deal with the snow. Nothing wrong with snow. All it is frozen rain. Lots of nature around here. Beautiful nature around here. So I love it.